Okay, so if you've ever been on the wedding circuit, especially young adults out there, you know that it can be costly between the travel, the accommodation, the gifts, of course the outfit, you know it can get expensive. So Emily Glazer is here to tell us how we can somewhat not break the bank when we have to attend all these weddings. Of course, everyone loves to do it. They look forward to it, but it can be costly, especially if you're starting out, if you're in your 20s.
Exactly. It's what they say is it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's just going to keep happening.
Yeah.
So it's better to not have to pay off your debt later because you're going to so many weddings and spending too much money.
And I love that you say in your article that the best thing you can do is really get a jump on things, get ahead of it. The minute you know the date and whether it's going to be a destination wedding, or even when you know where they're registered, get it in order, get online and book it or buy it, right?
Absolutely. And the best thing to do now, especially if you're younger, is to go with a group. There are ways to check and see if there are discounts for airlines. American Airlines has a wedding travel program.
I was surprised
and it gives
to
you
hear that.
extra discount on top of the lowest available fare. So I thought that was really interesting. Besides that, if you're staying in a hotel, the bride and groom might have a discount available, but if they don't, and if you're in a group, you should absolutely contact the hotel. Nowadays, there are always deals to be made, and it is always worth it to ask.
And you add that sort of those vacation rental by owners, sometimes you can rent a place, especially if you do another one of your tips, and that's to make a little vacation out of it.
Absolutely. There are ways using sites like Airbnb or HomeAway.com to get a house or an apartment and go with a group of friends. You also can cut down on food costs because you won't have to eat out as much, and it will be much less costly than a hotel. I also interviewed a 25-year-old lawyer who said she swings it into a mini vacation, and the flights are usually less expensive because you're traveling on perhaps a Thursday night and a Monday morning instead of that more expensive weekend travel.
Right, I like that. Why not? Make a vacation out of it.
I was into it.
Yeah,
it's
right?
a great
I like
idea.
That idea. All right, so now we always have to come to the gift.
Of course.
And things are very expensive. And of course, then you're adding on this gift on top of your travel costs, your accommodations, and all of that. So what are the key tips that people should know when they're going to buy a wedding gift?
What I thought was really interesting, a woman named Carly Rooney, editor-in-chief of TheKnot.com, so one of the big wedding sites, said as soon as they sign up for that gift registry, which might also happen when they send out the save the dates, you should go right to places like weddingchannel.com where you could see where they're registered, and the cheapest gifts are sometimes the biggest ones, like toasters or blenders that are less than $50, but they go right away. So you got to get on there and like really just take advantage.
Don't procrastinate. That's
exactly.
tip. And then quickly, I love the advice of adding a personal touch.
Yes, I love that too.
Because you can kind of get something, but then make it special.
For instance, you can get a wine rack and then get 2 less costly bottles of wine, or baking sheets, and handwrite, 5 special recipes. You can also use sites like Etsy.com that have all these great handmade products, and it's a handicraft marketplace. So you can find something that's a trinket or something personal, and that way it makes the gift, more personal, more memorable, and not just something that you clicked off the registry.
Right. All right, Emily, thank you so much for doing this. We appreciate it.